Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity with me, Bring It On. Off camera, I was mapping out all the taverns in the Eastern Reach for Adair's company captain's cap, and realized we never drank at the one in Deerford Village. So we're gonna head here real quick, have an ale, and then go back to Raedric's hold one more time.
Yeah.
Hey. Sweet. That is the last one. He's now immune to Charmed and Dominated, and Confused and Dazed. So if we gave him the fighter talent where he's immune to Frightened and Terrified, well, he'd have a lot of immunities. Though beloved by his crew, Menzolini's voyages proved less profitable than those of more parsimonious captains, and the VTC recalled him to the Republics with the intent of stripping him of his command. He was warned in advance, however, by one of his former navigators, whose relatively high wages under Menzolini had allowed her to eventually take a bookkeeper's position in the homeland. Rather than return his vessel and its crew to the Republics, Menzolini pulled down the VTC colors and offered them to any hands who would rather remain with the company than join him in his sedition. When no one accepted the offer, he folded the colors and locked them away. He then threw his hat into the sea, turned the bow towards the horizon, and set forth for waters uncharted.
Yeah.
Oh, neat. Alright, let's go put down Raedric one more time. I'm wondering how he came back. I guess it's possible he has a similar power as Theus, where he can kind of soul jump into different bodies.
First, your neighbors hound you because you say the wrong prayers at supper time.
If it wasn't that, it'd be something else. Just their way of letting you know they care.
Then some cross-eyed lord gets to stringing up your neighbors.
A couple of them were ones that had been hounding me, so that worked out at least.
I love Adair's dialogue, or his party banner. Back to my theory. I wonder if Raedric soul jumped into Kolsk. And that's how he came back. I guess we'll find out here shortly. We have a lot going on in Stronghold, don't we? I mean, I didn't mean to ignore them. So I guess the best way to navigate the map is to do smaller jumps. So instead of going straight from like Deerford Village to Cadnua or to Raedric's Hold, I should have jumped to like Stormwall Gorge and then hopped across to make sure I don't miss any events. That's a vampire. As you approach the smiling woman at the side of the road, you're struck with a sense of unease. At this distance, you can see that her skin has a sickly, pallid sheen to it, and her eyes are the glassy milk white of a cadaver. Her expression sits oddly on her face, as if it requires great effort to maintain.
Greetings.
Lord Raedric has been expecting you. The woman smiles a little wider. It is good that you have not refused his challenge. He feared you might prove a coward in the end. I'll escort you to him, if you wish. What are you? A loyal servant, granted a boon for her good service. Like my lord, I'll persist beyond the cycle, and walk an eternity upon the earth. Seek answers from him directly, if you want them. Yes, take me to him. Come then. He waits for you there. He points up towards the topmost tower of the keep, and leads the way over the drawbridge. Well, Raedric waits for you upon the tower. Oh, didn't I point out this looked like a arena previously? Definitely struck me as a place that we'd have a fight at. An armored figure strides forward. In place of its eyes, great flames burn, emanating heat and light. In that orange glow, you can see that the face beneath has succumbed to rot. The cheeks sunken, the lips pulled back over gray gums and decaying teeth. But it is unmistakably Raedric who stands before you.
Look well. See what you have made of me. But see too what great Bereth has permitted. I am returned, mind and soul, so that I might be avenged upon my enemies.
Raedric's voice has gained a scratchy quality, but retains its stolid arrogance. I've come to meet your challenge, Raedric. Would have carried you across the earth had you not come, across the very sea. You may have cut my mortal life from me, but now Bereth stands with me. I cannot be defeated.
I have strangled the life from the usurper Kolsch with my own hands. So fell your champion, your great hope.
Wasn't my champion. He raises a fist in demonstration, clenching rotting fingers. Was that creature to be your thane? A man without resolve, without aim. A leech, growing fat upon the veil, senseless to the ravages his vanity inflicted upon his people. Almost sounds as bad as the alternative.
I will not allow my lands to fall into ruin. I will cleanse the scattered god's poison from the blood of my people. I will scour his name from the Deerwood. Bereth has blessed me with its favor, and I will be its sword. There will be no more mercy for the heretic, the thief, the charlatan. All will meet with death.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired of this. He should have just stayed dead. Enough of your talking. Face me, Raedric.
Then may the twin god guide my blade. I will cut you cleanly from the earth and send you swiftly into the next life. I promise you that.
You say so, buddy.
Your end.
Suck!
Unless I'm going to melt him without really any issues. Now this is interesting. Alright, main character got Raedric. Let's go ahead and... try and keep everybody else alive if we can. If not, not a big deal. We're going to use this opportunity to grind out the dagger on the double croc and hopefully get some procs with Kana's Arbalist. I will come stand a little closer to Devil Croc. So she gets Zealous Focus.
Uh-huh.
Alright, well that was easy enough. Another grand adventure.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see what sort of progress we made. Alright, that's pretty good. Like, kinda got, what, 1 or 2 more of these? He carries many scars. We have the helmet for this. So it starts off as fine. Plus 50% armor damage reduction when under 25% health. And then a regeneration effect. We've read this description because the helmet shares the same description. That might be an upgrade for a dare. Let me see. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. We could also give it to my main character instead. I'm not a big fan of these spells. I'd rather be swinging my hammer instead of trying to cast stuff in the middle of combat. Let's see what the helmet looks like before I make that decision. It's also my intellect bonus. I thought we had another item that gave intellect that I was tossing around somewhere. This helmet isn't super great. So go to Adair and see what he's missing. His might, constitution, dexterity, perception. No intellect. I don't think he particularly needs intellect. But why not? Shoot, I should have held off on that. Pumped this up to legendary, made a copy of it. Now this would work too, because I want to give this to my main character as well. I'd swap out the helmet because it doesn't match, so I'd lose my intellect bonus anyway, so this kind of works. I got achievement, Legendary Enchanter. I thought I already had a legendary piece of equipment. Isn't this legendary? Oh, I can't get this to legendary. Alright, I have an idea. How do I use this?
Hey,
Make a quick save before I do so. Then I want to make some changes to my character's equipment real quick. What bonus does his armor currently have? Resolve. It's gotta be a helmet we have that gives, I mean, that's +1. There's this one. Ah, see, but this doesn't match. It's aggravating. I wish there's a hide helmet option. I do think resolve is really important on my paladin, so I don't want to give it up. Alright, where's this armor at? And what state is it in? Constitution. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this.
Hey,
Really wish I would have waited to upgrade this. Alright, we'll hold on to this for now.
Yeah.
Figure all that out later.
Take a look at that.
Glad I came back this way. Boots of Stealth. +2 Stealth. Okay. There's probably a whole lot of stuff we missed on our first pass through, because we didn't have as high of a mechanic skill. This might be the fastest way. We can go up here, then just drop off the side and run out. I wonder if what's-his-face is still here. Also, did we run past that vampire that was up there? Alright, I have to go check one more time. Got caught up with our new equipment. You have your victory, champion. Okay. It wasn't that loyal to Raedric. Also, I wonder if you even get this quest if you decide to side with Raedric during the quest. Do you have the option of hunting down Kolsk instead? There's even the Gold Pack Knight option for it.
Right.
I could just forego resolve altogether and equip something like... the tempered helm. So I'll probably play around with off camera. See if I can't come up with see what this looks like real quick. See, would that match this armor? I don't think that it would. At least not very well. I don't know, I'm still happy with the way this armor looks that I currently have equipped. I think the more earthy tones with this armor matches just a dare in general.
Yeah.
The orange shield stands out a little too much. Also, maybe a little trigger happy with upgrading that armor to legendary, because we might find more. I'm thinking that we have all the big sets of armor since the White March sells the helmets and the matching sets. So the Adra armor, the White Crest, and he who has many scars. Plus, my plan was to make a copy of it before I added an attribute bonus.
Last thing the Deerwood needs is another foreign colony.
Shoot, I forgot to summon that darn Animot. That's okay. It was a boss fight. We still have this other area to explore. There's at least a bounty up here, so we'll get at least one more fight with an Animot. Let's get an old song first.
Huh?
Do not try my patience, Estremor. You shall not pass without the permission of the Anamfatha. I come to see the cornerstone with the blessing of the guided compass. The guard scowls and looks at his companion, who nods back. He turns to you again, his knuckles whitening around the shaft of his spear. Always too cozy with the Estremoran. Go then. Find your step around the sacred stones.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so this is Urwa?
Hail, Estremor.
An Orlan woman stares at the sky with the air of deep contemplation. She occasionally puffs from a wooden pipe, blowing smoke into perfect rings. What stands before me? She wipes her lips with the back of her hand, Her teeth, uneven and pointy, are stained red. I do not see Estramoran often. She picks the remains of an ochre root stuck in her gums. And believe me, I see many things. Perhaps you want to see them too, yes? She gestures behind her at an assortment of plants, roots, and files lying on the rug. Let me see what you have for trade. I present these happily.
Huh?
I claim so, yes. High Ovate rarely stands under the shade of Elms Reach anymore. After countless seasons as the Druid's leader, it surprises me that she now leaves her community behind. Okay, we'll head up this way first.
I'll stay out of sight.
The stone is pitted with the marks of ancient chisels and furred with moss. Asfith,
We can't stay down here. Someone must go to the nest eventually.
Asfith, and Onwin. Two wood elves, a man and a woman, wear colorful robes embroidered with a matching emblem, a winged egg. Apart from their clothing, they couldn't be more different. She folds her arms and continually scowls at the broken walls around them. He, on the other hand, mutters prayers. His shade-dappled face is tranquil as a cloudless sky.
Just how are we supposed to worship the Sky Mother from among the weeds, hmm? This is a disgrace.
The woman rounds on her companion.
Calm yourself. We should be grateful that she protected us from the winged terror. Besides, even here we have a visitor.
He turns to you. What's this winged terror you speak of?
A dragon. One that has taken up residence in the nest, the true temple of Helia, and slain many of her faithful. And one which Anuin has been in favor of killing from the beginning.
Oh, Anuin. He winces at Anuin.
But no, you advised caution. Now word spread that the dragon ate a few of our followers, and anyone willing to slay it wants an Anumphos ransom for the job.
He throws her hands up to the heavens and shakes her head.
I told you a larger party wouldn't stand a chance. By the time the first half reached the top of the mountain, the second half would still be stuck in the pass. They'd be burned alive.
He sighs.
Contrary to Anuin's suggestion, I am in favor of sending someone to kill the dragon. But I suggest a smaller party, and one willing to seek Helia's blessing.
He folds his hands, and he gives you a curious look. Let me ask you about something else. Go ahead then. Language is also sacred to our goddess. Something else you wish to speak of. Just what do you know about this dragon? It's large, it breathes fire, and it's taken over our goddess's temple on the top of the mountain. Anowin shrugs. What else do you need to know? Casmith smiles, stepping in front of her. It's a dangerous beast, but we'd appreciate any assistance you could render, as would the Queen of Birds. In fact, you mean to confront the dragon. Perhaps you should seek guidance from Hylia herself. Tir Everon is a sacred place for all the gods, and it's currently the best place to commune with Hylia, given recent events. Now this is the Temple of Hylia.
You hear this, Wag?
She rolls her sky blue eyes and elbows her companion.
Relax, Anuin. I'm sure he meant nothing by it. Forgive my consort. She's been rather excitable of late. This is not, as you seem to recognize, our actual temple. It's merely a shrine we've set up after the business with the dragon.
He makes a placating gesture. He turns to you, and he ignores a pointed look from Anuin.
Excitable? Of course I'm excitable. I am livid, and you should be too, Cosfath. There's a dragon in our goddess's sanctuary. If you'd listened to me in the first place, we could have called on the Fangs and sent them after the beast.
She breaks in again.
But no, you advised caution. Now word spread that the dragon ate a few of our followers, and anyone willing to slay it wants an Anumfoth's ransom for the job.
Alright, that's a repeat.
I told you a larger party wouldn't stand a chance. Contrary to Anuin's suggestion,
Alright, we've listened to all that before. I'd like to know more about Hylia.
Why, she's the goddess of song, art, the sky, and maternity. She's gentle and brilliant, speaking to her followers in dreams, inspiration, and birdsong. It is said that she wears a cloak adorned with a feather from every bird known to kith or wilder, and that she manifests in the flocks themselves.
Cosfoth's face lights up.
Aye, and in the screams of childbearing, which I can assure you is not so beauteous a thing.
This is true, which is why midwives are widely considered clergy of Helia, as are many artists and poets. In any case, those of us who follow her feel closest to her splendor in a place where we might share light, song, and a view of the blessed sky.
Cosfoth nods slowly. Okay, I could go after this dragon.
You could.
Anowin eyes you carefully.
What she means is that this is no mere drake, but a fully grown dragon, and one that has willingly moved into a populated area. You'll want every advantage at your disposal, including the blessing of the Sky Mother herself. I would suggest that you petition her directly at Ter Evron, if you haven't already.
Cosfoth nudges her. He points to a path on her right, leading north and up a slope. You'd want to follow this path here. You'll pass through the North Weald, but the way up the mountain continues from there. It's near one of those big circles laid by the builders. Then I should get started. Solid iron bars block a dark passage. They don't budge, and there doesn't appear to be any mechanism for raising them from the outside. Man, talking is hard. Alright, I'm going to call it here. Next episode, we'll continue exploring Old Song. And just continue our way around Twin Elms. We'll wrap all this up before we go to North Weald. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.